What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. This is Grant Kahonu here, smoking it down. Gonna hit Arena tonight and maybe a little bit of the Master Mode since we have completion on. Haven't got started on that yet. Need to get some points on the board. Davi Vinicius, it's good to see you tonight. Again, you are first in the chat. The rest of you who are just joining as well, welcome you. And I hope that you are having a wonderful weekend. David, how many points do you think for Venom? My guess would be about 2.3 million for Venom. I don't think he's going to go very high. Ristic, good evening to you, sir. And Dark Wolf, Cool Dark Wolf, good to see you again as well. I hope that you are doing well yourself. So what is everybody up to this evening? Anthony Amendola, welcome to the stream. I believe I've seen you in here before, but it's been a while. How have you been? I was wondering who would be the first one to say something about that, Ristic. Good job. Good job. Yeah, it's not something that I keep regularly. I just, every once in a while, I get lazy for a few more weeks than normal, and, you know, things get unruly, and eventually the wife says, go shave. Keeping an eye on things here, it looks like I'm having just a little bit of a spike in CPU usage, so if we start having a problem with lag on the stream, we may have to cut out something here. So how goes the grind for everyone? Captain Morgan Gaming, yo, how are you? So much going on in game. Act 5, 100%. Act 4, Voodoo, new event quest, very busy. Yes, sir. It has been a very busy week. Doc Strange, thanks for stopping by and saying hello. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Ristic, you'd think by now I'd know how scraggly mine looks when I let it grow out, but about every 6 months or so I think, you know, maybe I'll give it another shot. It always looks just as bad as the previous time. So, who hung out with Brian Grant today to watch his Labyrinth run? He went for right at about 8 hours, I believe. Started at noon at my time and wrapped up just a couple minutes after 8. Captain Morgan Gaming found a way to record Contest of Champions content from phone to PC. YouTube doesn't want it. Want to up it on 1080p. What programs are you using, Captain Morgan? The boss, Grand Scheme, just stopping by to say hi. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you doing that. I hope that you're doing well tonight. Yeah, I watched Brian for the first few fights and then had to go and do some things. Dropped back in when he got to Magic. And then caught part of Maestro. Pretty impressive. Only 50 revives. Soundwaves 987, welcome back to the stream, sir. Found a new home. I'm not in Ferb. You joined Kapow X. Is that Kapow X? I'm gonna have to check that alliance out. Jason Matheson, how are you, man? Yes, sir, East Salinas. It was time. It was time. I usually shave about every 2 weeks. And this time I went about a month and a half, and eventually the wife says, no, you got to do something about that. Nightmare, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. So, Captain Morgan, are you you're using an iPhone and reflecting to a PC? Go back to your previous comment. Are you using an iPhone or are you using an Android? Vengeance 9.5. There you are. Looking good. Well, wish you'd hit me up first. We've got a few spots open. If you guys know people with prestige that in a roster that's deep enough. Lumberjack in it. Beard's growing. Great man. Opened 1 feature crystal yesterday. Got a 4-star Carnage. Congratulations. Love it when that happens. Sadly, an iPhone. Incredibly how hard it is to do such easy thing on Android. Yeah, you know, I use an iPhone. I use Air Server to reflect it to my PC, and there was a charge for that, but it wasn't much. It was maybe 20 bucks, maybe. And then OBS, Open Broadcast Software, or Open Broadcast Studio, is a free program that you can get. So there's a little bit of a learning curve, but you can do it for fairly cheap with an iPhone. The stream is looking smooth now. Yeah, thanks, Ristic. We figured out the problem. Wasn't sure I was in the right stream when I saw the lack of a beard. Hey, STFU, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, I shaved it off today, and I thought, man, if I stream tonight, everybody's gonna wonder who this dude is in front of the camera. Chidabem, Ike Osagwa, welcome back to the stream. How are you? No, I do not play Friday the 13th. Well, we've still got a few spots. So if it doesn't work out for you there, East Salinas, let's talk. Piru123 ABC, welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. You tried Air Server, didn't see any mirroring option. Well, it's the it's this here, whatever this is called, the AirPlay on the iPhone. And when you set up Air Server, you just make sure you're on the same Wi-Fi network on your desktop and on your iPhone, and it should show up right here as an option under your Air Server on your iPhone. Anyway, I'm not an expert on it. I had to just play around with it and figure it all out myself. But I'm doing well, Chidabem. Thank you. Been a long day, a little bit tired. Don't know if I'm going to be able to sustain this as long as I was hoping to tonight to get some points in, but I'll do my best. was kind of surprised. After streaming for 8 hours today, I went back and I looked at the end of his video, Brian Grant's video, and he's still going to be live streaming tonight. That man's got some stamina. I don't think I could have done that. Go for 8 hours and then right back in the evening, or at 1:30 in the morning, rather. Excuse me. Use it on the other program. Give it a shot. Air server. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. the only problem that I have with Air server, and it may be a problem with OBS, I'm not sure. But the reason that I turned the volume down on the live stream here is when I record Air server through OBS, there is a lag in the audio, and so the audio is about 2 seconds behind the video. It doesn't work out very well. Now you can record right in Air server, and the audio is perfect with the video, but it takes forever to render. So I did when I took the original footage or the video for the Yondu video that I'm working on, I took about an hour and 15 minutes of gameplay, and it took Air server 12 or 14 hours to render that 1 hour worth of video. And could have had it almost immediately in OBS if I had recorded it through OBS, but I would have had that audio lag. So there's give and take either way you go, but definitely ways to do it. Anyway, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. Thanks for hopping on board tonight. I'm glad you're here. Drop a line in the chat and let us know that you are here, if you would, please. Brian has good stamina only because he's still early in his marriage. Oh boy. Try the converter and see if YouTube gets HD done. Yeah, I think it just stinks that you can't record or upload directly from an iPhone like you can with an Android. JZ Gaines, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing great. Well, you too, sir. Should have been getting a soul patch next. Talking about that. Oh, I always have that. That never comes off. Everything else, yeah, let it grow out, shave it off, do different things. But for some reason, the wife likes that. There, no comment on. Don't get any ideas in the chat. But yeah, that stays. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Drop a line in the chat and say hello if you would, please. I'm not going to get many milestones here, so I'm really kind of debating if I should just keep doing this arena here to get a few milestones or just jump right over into master mode. Kind of leaning towards master mode now. T. Ricky, how are you, sir? Wrong one. Yeah, just one of those nights. Wasn't sure if I wanted to get on here or just go to bed, but got to be consistent. Got to get some work done in MCOC. Hold on, just a second. I got to screenshot this. This is my alliance mate. I don't know. Sometimes he's in the chat. Ronan, are you in the chat, man? Don't know how long I'll be able to stay awake tonight. Just got done with a whirlwind road trip. Oh, that's right. You were traveling down south, weren't you? Yes, sir, Vinnie Mac. How are you tonight? It's good to see you. Exactly, Ristic. Exactly. I was kind of the one that opened the door for that, so kind of escaped my mouth before I could stop. Down to Myrtle Beach, then to Greenville, North Carolina, then back home. Yeah, that's a lot of driving, man. I kind of envy you, though. That was some of my favorite memories as a kid growing up, is some cross-country drives. Still enjoy long road trips. At work grind. I'm doing well, Vinny. Yeah, just tired tonight. Just I don't know why. Just all I did today was lay around the house and watch Brian Grant mow the yard. You know, get some dinner. Not a whole lot, but I feel feeling pretty tired for some reason. Duker0411. Well, I just told you how my day's going, but the grind's yeah, it's all right. I have not hitting many milestones here. I've been doing other things in the game. Done some feature grinds, 3 feature grinds over the last 6 weeks, and so just kind of taking it easy in Arena right now. But it's good to see you in the chat. I don't recall having seen you here before, so very nice to have you here. Got to see a cool Cord 1812 in storage. Yeah, Ristic, you're on to me. You're on to me. Oh, nice. Nice, T-Ricky. Yeah, when is Hyperion next week? Good evening, Bastero. How are you? Sitting there with your with your dad? Watching the stream with your dad? Well, that's it's kind of encouraging that I can provide some family entertainment then. Yeah, I think it is next week. I think Hyperion does come next week, and then it's yeah, I've looked this up a few times already. I should know this. Yeah, Hyperion next week, and then whoever's replacing Superior Iron Man, and then Howard the Duck. Got LOL Red Hulk down over 700,000 health in one go. Very nice. And that's using the Star-Lord. Was yours a 4-star Star-Lord? Yeah, I will grind for Hyperion. I need to awaken mine. And the feature is not as enticing as Star-Lord was, so... Actually, we don't know who the feature is for that week yet, so who knows? Yeah, Howard's just going to come down to how I feel that week. I don't have a desire to get him. If I get him, that would be great. If I don't get him, it's not going to break my heart. So it's just going to depend on whether I feel like grinding that week. Yeah, I agree. East Salinas Hyperion is going to be another 6.5 million for a cutoff for him. 5-star, that's right. We've had a few people talking about their Star-Lords in here, and I can't remember who has a 4 or who has a 5-star. Marvel Champions posted a pic of Howard the Duck, their Twitter. Made me think Howard was next week. Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering why they put that on there. Maybe they, unless they flip things around for some reason. Yeah, I'm have to be honest. That's one of my motivations. Watching these other guys do it. You know, watching Seaton do it on his stream, and then Bobbin did it with a 4-star, and then watching Brian Grant do it. It's like I've got the chance to do it. I don't have the 5-star Star-Lord. It's not ideal, but I can do this. Might as well get it done. $7 million for Dr. Voodoo. If you are just joining, welcome. Drop a line in the chat if you would, and let us know you're here. Went ahead and spent the units today to change my masteries, drop suicides. Didn't really want to deal with it in Alliance Quest, so I decided to go ahead and spend the units to drop those, but I think I'm still going to wait on 5.2 until after Master's done on the event quest. So who's fought Punisher on the Master Mode so far? Wondering how he is. Not as bad as the node makes it out to be. Okay. Yeah, I haven't even read his node buffs. I just know sometimes they do crazy things on those node buffs. Make them pretty difficult. Hydra. I'm not worried about Frank Castle too much. But the yeah, the new one, 2099. I won't be able to bring. Well, I guess I could bring Daredevil tomorrow when Alliance War's done. But if I do a straight playthrough, I won't be able to bring him tonight. He's in Alliance War right now. Alright, well, who else do we have joining us tonight? And what are you guys up to? Barely clearing Chapter 2. It's Carnage's boss. So you just explore each map and then move to the next one? Can't open that map. First time I went against him, I got him down with Iron Fist. Yeah, I always do one run straight through and then go back and explore each map. See you later, Vinnie Mac. Thanks for stopping by. I was trying to read your post there in the chat and time my parry on Mordo here and didn't work out very well. Alright, I'm not sure what happened there. He stunned me. He stunned me with his third special. I'm gonna go back and look at that. Oh no, I guess I was stunned when he used the third special. Alright, yeah. Oh well. It happens. Yeah, he parried me first, which I missed that. So I just came out of that L3 thinking, oh man, I can still finish him off, and oh wait, I'm stunned. So that just goes to show you I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to holler at Vinny there in the chat and tell him goodbye. No way your fault though, Vinny. It just I'm just not very good at double tasking. JZ Gaines do not have Venom, so grinding for him, although very tired from the voodoo grinds. Got him both rounds to worth it. Any thoughts on Venom cutoff? I think Venom is going to be about the same as Doctor Strange, in the 2.3 area, between 2.1 and 2.5. So, I mean, if you can hit 2.5, I think you'll be safe. But I'd be surprised if he went for any more than that. He's not a very coveted character. It's the first judgment I've placed. That took forever to place a judgment on Ultron there. Yeah, what score are you at there, JZ Gaines? Death by Snoo Snoo. Jimmy Anderson, yes sir I did. I found my razor. Went pretty crazy with it too. So everything's gone except for the, as somebody pointed out, the soul patch there. See, what you didn't know is that today, June 10th, 2017, is my face reveal. Bad joke, I know. $3.5. Oh yeah, man, you're safe. I will be in utter disbelief if Venom is even close to that cutoff. Zing bazinga. Duker0411, thank you for the sub, sir. Appreciate the support there. You're helping me reach my goal. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs before we live stream our Labyrinth towards the end of the month. Now, and I'm just going to say this up front, I am not going to do what Brian Grant did. I'm not going to live stream the whole thing and play for 8 hours. I just, I can't do that. 4.5 hours for Legend title was tough enough. My plan is to do a few fights each night for about a week. And just work through it a little bit at a time. And break it up into smaller pieces. And instead of grinding arena, I'll just plan on spending that time in the Labyrinth. And I think that's going to be the Howard the Duck week, so yeah, I don't think I'll be going for him. But again, as I said, I'm not too worried about not getting Howard. Stopped at 2.5 for Venom. Not sure if I want him or 4-star shards. Yeah. That's not a bad decision, but you get more 5-star shards, right? If you do get Venom. Yeah, you could just tell he was worn down and tired at the end of that stream. Yeah, other than being a high-tech prestige, he's really not. I'm not impressed with him. I try to hold my judgment because I don't have him. I haven't been able to play with him a whole lot apart from a 3-star occasionally in arena. So, you know, he may be amazing and I just don't know it yet. But I doubt it. Now, if you have Howard and you love him, then you're welcome to correct me and tell me all about how amazing he is. Who am I looking for? Trying Labyrinth with Archangel. I think Archangel would be very good for Labyrinth. Your longest fights, I would think, would be Colossus and Unstoppable Colossus. But if you can land those bleeds and poisons, neurotoxin, yeah, I think he's a pretty good candidate. Do you have is that a 4-star or a 5-star Archangel? Five-star Archangel, very nice. He's another one that people will be jealous of. Do you have him at rank 4? And do you slay magic in Alliance War with him? I hear he is excellent counter to magic on defense. Well, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. Drop a line in the chat and let us know if you're that you're here, if you would, please. Masit Odom, welcome back to the stream. Good morning to you where you are, and good evening or good night to me where I am. It's good to have you here. Rank 4, signature 20, destroys magic and Nightcrawler. Very nice, man. You were very lucky. Very lucky to have him. I just wish I could dupe Star-Lord and Magic so I could be saving up more for the features, but I guess that doesn't really matter much anymore. But it would have been nice to be able to drop some crystal shards on some of those feature champions, but just couldn't justify spending the extra 5,000 shards when I didn't have the basic ones awakened. Pursuit, welcome back to the stream, sir. How are you tonight? Who are you and what have you done with Gran? I buried him. Shaved his face and buried him in a corner. T-Ricky, have a great night, man. Get some sleep and travel safely, man. Oh for 2 on feature 5-star. Yeah, we've got a guy in my alliance who's like 0 for 10. Like, that's why that's one of the reasons I've really not felt the pressure to save. But on the other hand, the guy's got like a 5-star Star-Lord at signature 100 or something like that. I mean, he just keeps pulling Star-Lord left and right. So I don't feel very sorry for him. Maybe there's a little sense of sorrow there for his luck, but when he pulls Star-Lord as much as he does, and yeah, anyway, you know. Do you think a 5-star Moon Knight worth 53? You mean worth? Is a 5-star Moon Knight worth rank 3? I think they're worth rank 3 if you've got the resources to rank them. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't take them to rank 4. But eventually, I mean, yeah, the more 5-stars you have at rank 3, the better. Oh for 2 on feature crystals, but one of them was an awakening of 5-star magic. So yeah, that's better than what I'm getting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just hitting some milestones. Really undecided as far as if I'm going to keep grinding here. I haven't done anything on completion yet, so I really do need to jump over into the Master Event Quest and put some points up for completion. Have to get a coffee. I need some coffee. Both unduped. In that case, if they're unduped, then I would consider... I mean, take them to rank 2, and then consider using your resources on top tier 4 stars to get them to rank 5. If they were awakened, though, then I would say it wouldn't hurt to get them to rank 3. Extra Dip, welcome to the stream. How are you? Also need to be checking in with my line here and make sure that I'm checking with the Lion's Quest here. Alright. Well, good, man. Glad to hear that you're doing well. I think that's funny. Is that ketchup? Is that a tater tot and ketchup that you have on your profile picture? How fitting. How's the audio? Are we having lag on the audio? It seems to be cutting in and out on my end. I just want to make sure that's not causing a problem here. Who do you think I should rank up? 5-star Magic unduped to 345 or a 4-star dupe 60 to rank 5? Are you going to use Magic for offense or defense? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of on the audio. I may just cut that out tonight. I like having some background stuff, but if it's in and out, that's just going to be more distracting than it is helpful, I think. Alright, hold on. Just checking a few settings. Well, hopefully that'll help. Anyway, extra dip, I was going to say it really depends. You already have a good attack team, but I usually use 4-star on defense. Well, then an unduped magic is not going to do very much for you on defense. If she is unawakened, she's not going to be a good defender because she's easy to fight, and really where the damage comes from is her 3-second limbo. When she hits a bar of power, and that is her awakened ability. And so if you're set on magic at this point, if you're set on magic and you're gonna use it for a defender, then rank up the 4-star. Having said that, if you don't need her as a defender immediately, then the 5-star magic is going to be a better investment long term to get to rank 3, and there may even be better options for your 4-stars. Leave a like. Yeah. Anyway, extra dip, I know that was kind of a roundabout way of telling you it's up to you. But I hope that helped. Hope that wasn't too obscure of an answer. If that 5-star was awakened, then it wouldn't even be a question. Thinking if you were just to leave 440 on defense, use a 5-star on offense. Yeah, if your alliance is good with using 440s on defense, then yeah, that wouldn't be a problem at all. And I think if you were to use magic on offense, your 5-star on offense, I think you'd be very happy with that too. She is going to be one of the best counters to magic on defense. Alrighty, Salinas, thanks for hanging out for a bit. Have a great night. You too, Duker. Have a great night. Get some sleep. I think I'm going to hit 2.5 here in the arena, and then jump over to master mode and burn through some energy, get some points started on completion. Alright, well, doesn't seem to be a very talkative bunch tonight. So you may just have to watch me play. I don't want to keep rambling on about nothing. Well, there's Ronan. I just beat up your team in about I don't know, 10 minutes ago. You were not around. Defense team is all 550 except for magic. Alliance is fine with it. Very good. Yeah, I mean, if that's where your alliance is, then that's fine. She's still very good. I mean, if you're placing 440s, then Magic might as well be on there. They're She's on the top of the list. No, I'm not going for all milestones. I don't have the time to do that, so just trying to hit a few. Ronan, I don't know what you mean by cutting, by the way, unless you're telling us is this a cry for help? Do we need an intervention? Anyway, yeah, I thought about just hitting all the milestones in feature and basic arena, and gave up on that idea pretty quickly. I've been enjoying my time away from arena the last few days. It took you a bit there, Ristic. Now we got the lyrics going now. Well, looks like we're going to have class disadvantage either way. Greg the Great, how are you, sir? I'm doing well. In-laws have been in town, so couldn't get on recently. Hey, no problem. No problem at all. Hope that you had a good time with your in-laws. Only rarely do 4 million in featured arena for those milestones. Tend to get either 1.5 or 2. Yeah, I don't typically have a problem getting it when I actually, play arena. I mean, when I go in at least 3 times a day, use my 5 stars, run through my 4 stars that are 440 or above, and I can usually get 4 million pretty easily. But it requires that you actually are in there 3 times a day. Yeah, recently this is the first time I've been in arena today at all, and I think last night live stream was the first time I was in arena too, or maybe the second time. But I started, got through fight. Um, well, I don't know. It just I know I haven't been playing a lot outside of the live stream, so. Everyone must be burnt out from watching BG all day. Yeah, I think I am too. I'm just tired. I didn't even do the work. I'm just tired. Hey, no problem. Extra dip. Nah, that's what I'm here for. You're not rambling. Getting better from a nasty cold. Good to hear. Good to hear. What do you think of Rogue for AW defense? She used to do very well for us in the beginning because I think mostly because people weren't used to her, and shrugging off the parries really caused people problems. We've placed her a few times in the last few months, and she doesn't get the kills that she used to. She's not very hard to fight. If you just treat her like a stun immune, then she's pretty easy. Young sexy face threw me off my game. Yeah. Mission accomplished. Exactly, Greg the Great. Exactly. Yeah, that stays all the time. The rest of it goes usually about every 2 weeks. I'm too lazy to shave every day, but usually about every 2 weeks. And then about every 6 months, I decide, to let it go for about 6 weeks, and then the wife says, time to shave. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Extra Dip. He did a great job. Tutorial man, you suck. Shut up. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And Ristic Swallows. Okay. Rogue is terrible for defense. Personally find her extremely easy, right? Yeah. Close your app. That should solve your problem. I'm not sure if you're talking to me. Am I into craft beer? Yeah, I like craft beer. Let yours go for a year and a half. Caught a bunch of crap for that. You talking about your beard? Yeah, mine's just too scraggly. I can't. Yeah, I think about 6 weeks is the longest I've gone, and then just decided it's yeah. I mean, given to your wife's demands, because she's right, doesn't look very good. um, yeah, some decent breweries. I'm in Kansas, and we've got several breweries in Kansas City that are very good. Got a couple local breweries too that I like a lot. Not so well known outside of the area, but produce some very good product. One of them is owned by a guy that I graduated high school with. Ronan, I don't know you're like dropping in and making comments about stuff that happened like 10 minutes ago. What are you talking about? Having an IPA at the moment. IPA is one that I've really never gotten into. I've tried a few IPAs. It just maybe it was the ones that I had, but they tasted like I was chewing on a pine cone. Reminded me of Pine Sol cleaner. So not something that I was really fond of. I tend to like dark ales more. The Prohibition Brew non-alcoholic. Yeah, audio was cutting in and out. Well, I turned off the music. Is the microphone cutting in and out now as well? Yeah, and I get the acquired taste thing. Usually I will um, continue to drink something until I acquire a taste for it. But, yeah, with my beer, I kind of know what I like. And I, I I try different things out within a certain category, so to speak. So, I mean, if it's a dark brew, an ale, then I'll probably give it a shot. I've tried sour beers, not too bad, not my favorite, but didn't like the IPAs. Um, but again, it's only tried a few. I may have to go back and try another one, maybe a different brewery. Mike is good. All right, all right. Extra Dip, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us for just a bit there. Hope to see you again. Brewery Matters. If you want to stay away from pine, look for IPAs featuring the Citra hop. Huh. Okay. I wasn't aware that there was a distinction there, so okay, yeah, that'd be something I'll have to look for then. Yes, sir, Ristic. That would have fit. That would have fit well. That was my intention. So how can I throw Ristic off his game tonight? Break out the razor. Alright, this one should put us over 2.5, and then I'm going to jump over into Master and get some completion points up. I've never grilled duck, no. I've only had duck in restaurants. I would think you'd have to be careful with it. It tends to be more fatty. Sorry, just checking out what's some connections on my laptop here. Low and slow, yeah, that would have to do it. Otherwise, I think it'd be a danger of burning it on the outside and having it undercooked on the inside. Oh, I've missed deep wounds. Look at that. 7 bleeds on that Black Panther. Oh no, that didn't get us to 2.5. Looks like we'll have to do at least one more. Jay Collins, welcome to the stream. I believe this is the first time I've seen you here. At least it's the first time I've seen your pancakes here. Welcome. I hope that you're doing well tonight. Looks like tonight is the night for streaming too. We've got several others going. Looks like Dork Lessons and Tenacious and Frojo. Slice 'em. I haven't checked out his stream yet. May have to do that. That sounds good, man. Sounds good. Pancakes for breakfast. So we need to know, though, Jay Collins, are those buttermilk pancakes? What kind of syrup are you using there? I'm a big fan of sweet potato pancakes. Buttermilk for sure. Grilled a duck. Never tried it, but I had a sausage out of duck. Never had a duck sausage. I think the most recent thing I've had with duck was at a Thai restaurant. Had some dish made with duck. Sweet potato, never been there. Sweet potato pancakes are amazing. Grade B maple syrup for the win. Yeah. Yeah, sweet potato pancakes, man. If you haven't had them, do yourself a favor. Can I just say that I'm excited to use Joe Fixit now that I've got my deep wounds again? This first special is the best, I believe, as far as bullet sprays go. Five out of five deep wounds, yeah. A couple months ago, dropped over 6,000 units and maxing out deep wounds in Assassin. Ah, yeah, that's not cheap. What did you use all your scrap on then, since you already used units to unlock all that stuff? Now, hopefully Joe Fixit doesn't prove me wrong here, but like with Winter Soldier, Falcon, not Winter Soldier, War Machine, Falcon, Agent Venom. Who else has that bullet spray for the number one? They may get four bleeds off, but usually it's like one or two. Joe Fixit generally is pretty consistent, 4 or 5 bleeds. Let's see how he does. Look at that, 6 bleeds and step back. And done. It's a beautiful thing. T4B, yeah. Actually got 6 carb cores for future masteries. Yeah, I got 9 or 10 carb cores, and I think 1, 2, 3, 6 stony cores, because I've got 3 in inventory still, and I used 3 to unlock the last 3 levels of deep wounds. I was going to save the carb cores, but ended up unlocking 1 level in Resonate and 3 levels in Suture. But I do still have the 3 stony cores. I finished. I got to what was it? Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, whatever, when that was going to expire, and I had 29,000 scrap left. Like, well, what do I do with all this? Well, I'm going to run as many Tier 2 class catalyst, get to as many Tier 2 class catalyst crystals as I can. I could have got 97 of them with the scrap that I had, but I didn't have time. So I got about 25 runs through on that thing, and then used what I could on Stony Mastery cores. But it was definitely a good event. Saved a lot of units for Mastery. So anyway, let's jump in here. Storm is in Alliance War, so we'll have to. Well, we'll just take in Star-Lord. We'll pretend like it's a little miniature labyrinth. Well, maybe not. I probably should bring some other classes in, huh? Hawkeye is in Labyrinth. Or not Labyrinth, Alliance War. Let's do that. Wanted to get tons of those T2 class cat crystals. It was super annoying going back in, and yeah, it was frustrating. Like, there's no way I'm going to do this 97 times. It's enough to drive you crazy. But yeah, I did it as many as I could, and I think it's worth it. I mean, because otherwise you're going to be spending that amount of time grinding the tier 2 daily over and over and over and over again, trying to get a single catalyst. Yeah, they're definitely the hardest things to get as far as catalysts go. I mean that are in the dailies anyway. Hate getting a new 4-star and then not being able to rank them up because I don't have a stupid tier 2 class catalyst. I'm wondering if Rhino would be a good AW attacker. I've thought that too. With all the mystics, he'd have class advantage. With Mordo everywhere, he should be able to break through the block, at least occasionally. I mean, he has Fury. His attack is not. It's higher than a lot of other characters' attacks. So he's not completely defensive. I still think occasionally it's got to be possible somehow to evade War Machine's first special. Yeah, there are better options. I like to think outside the box and consider okay, so what's the what are the hang-ups in Alliance War? Where do people usually get stuck? One of them is against Mordo, and the reason for Mordo being a problem is not just you can't hit him when he's stunned, but he just turtles behind his shield and gains power, and you have to heavy attack him, and you try to heavy, and then he just counters with his own special. So you end up taking a third special. So how do you deal with that? Well, Rhino is one option for that. He doesn't need to use a heavy attack to break through that. He can just charge at him, and he should have a pretty decent chance to be unblockable. And Mordo cannot block that because it's not a special attack. Robert Beckham, how are you, sir? Welcome back to the stream. I like how you call me sir. I'm assuming that's in response to myself calling everybody sir. But yeah, that's cool. No, Mordo's third special is not that bad. Usually you can survive it. Unless he's a boss or a mini boss, he's boosted 300%. Then that gets a little trickier. But if he's just on a regular node, then typically I can survive one or two. It's one of the reasons I don't like having Morto on the all or nothing or the power gain nodes, because his third special just does not deal that much damage. His third special is really more defensive for him. He gets more benefit out of that special attack than he does damage from the special attack. You first came here 3 days ago. You called me sir, so paying respect back to you. Hey, yeah, no problem. I call everybody sir, and I think maybe I shouldn't do that at times because that's assumes that the people that are watching or to whom I am speaking are all male. But yeah, I just call everybody sir. Well, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. If you would, drop a line in the chat and say hello to let us know you're here. I didn't even read the node buff on here, but apparently he's got some kind of arc overload on a timer. There we go. Sometimes it looks like you are being sarcastic or making fun. Yeah, at times I am. I like to have fun, and I am sarcastic at times. But when I greet people, that is not sarcasm. No, I am being honest and genuine when I welcome you to the stream and say thank you for watching. So that is not sarcasm. Seristic Lord of Savages, Death by Snoo Snoo. I believe that is sarcasm. Broke my rhythm there for a little bit. Alright, where's the... There's not really a short path here. They're all kind of short. Get a bit shocked when someone gives you a title. Not common from where I am. Yeah, it's common from where I am. I'm from... live in Kansas in the States and grew up when I was young in Texas. So I just, I grew up calling everybody sir and ma'am. And I think my default when I see people is say, at least online, you're not seeing them face to face. My default is just to call them sir. So it's really a title of respect to you when I say that, but I do understand that is also culturally based. So, Robert, where are you from, if I may ask? From Canada. Okay. Never been to Canada. Been close, but not quite. Yeah, it's yeah. I remember when I moved from Texas to Kansas when I was in sixth grade. Sixth grade, and on one of my first days there in school, I spoke to my teacher and I said, "Yes, ma'am." And because that's just how I was, you speak to your superiors with respect. You address them as sir. You address them as ma'am. And so I said, "Yes, ma'am." And I guess she did not share that same sentiment. Thought I was being sarcastic to her as well there. And yeah, I had to sit in timeout for a while or whatever. Did not understand what I did wrong. But yeah, it's a cultural thing. Just how I was raised. Came to New York City in April. Felt quite electric there. I bet. I've only been to New York City in the airport. Never been out. Never been out in the city itself. One of these days, I'll make it to New York City and see the sights. Yeah, my experience with Times Square is limited to what I've seen on television and in pictures on Facebook and things like that. I like to go to New York sometimes. Pursuit, where are you? Where are you located? I don't know if you've told us that before. I'm thinking California. Yep, California. That's what I thought. Landorus or Landorus? I'm not sure how to say that. I apologize if I just butchered it. But hello to you and welcome. What kind of movies am I into? Um, it varies. I like a lot of different kind of genres. Typically, though, action type movies. I get my fair share of drama and romance. You gotta keep the wife happy. Take her out to those kind of movies occasionally, but um, sci-fi, fantasy, adventure, action are typically my fallback. All right. Going to San Francisco next April. Very nice. I've been to San Francisco before. It is a fun place to be. You live in the Sacrament of California. ST Feud, did you have any movies in mind? No, just curious. Yeah, I don't really have any favorite genre, but I do lean towards those that I mentioned. Speaking of where we are from, the most random thing happened the other day. Found out a group of guys in my alliance from the same city, population 28,000, small. You know, I think I saw you say that in somebody else's chat. Must have been in BG's chat. Do I have an Alamo Draft House nearby? No. Not sure what that is. I know what the Alamo is. See, what does he do? Third special attack, Outlast, Optimist, Unbreakable Finale. All attacks are unblockable. Long as health remains 20. Oh, this shouldn't be a problem at all. I brought Ronin. Haha. As soon as he hits that 20%, as soon as he hits that 25%, he's going to throw up all these buffs. He should go. I should be okay as long as he does not trigger his Defy Pain. We'll see what happens. Alamo Drafthouse is a movie theater? Sorry guys, hang on. I'm trying to pay attention to Punisher here. Oh, so when they say unblockable, they really mean everything's unblockable. You can't just evade that first part. And of course he gets his... That's messed up. Oh well, we took him down. Ronin is 48. Signature level 48. He's a rank 3. I think he's 48. Tend to show a lot of esoteric movies. Cool theater chain. 20-30 beers on tap. Service at seat if you get to see. Okay. Yeah, we movie theaters in my town have been run by Bill Warren. He's individual who's built the big theaters here in town, kind of drove out the other theaters and bought up the other small theaters, opened a few in the Oklahoma City area as well. Has the largest IMAX theater in the Midwest. But just a couple weeks ago, they got bought out by a big chain. I don't remember where they were out of, but it's a bigger national chain. But I've not heard of that one. I wonder if is that with a name like Alamo, is that a Texas thing? Landmark, Century, Edwards, Park Cinemas. Yeah, I've heard of all of those except for Edwards. Came to hang out a bit more. Well, welcome back, Extra Drip. Good to see you. And Kobe24, good to see you too. How are you? Texas based, but the nearest to you might be KC. Huh. Yeah, I've not heard of it in Kansas City, but I may have to check that out. Yeah, man, I shaved it off today. I had to. I thought about, well, how can I throw Ristic for a loop this evening, and decided to break out the razor. It was a test. It was a test to see if you guys really pay attention. You've passed with flying colors. Here we go. Man, is anybody else tired from watching Brian Grant? I don't know how he's still going tonight. Feel like I'm about ready to hit a brick wall myself. Give me that double vision. So Grant, let's be honest. What is it you wanted to? Was it you that wanted to shave or the wife? It's been the wife for weeks, and today it was me looking in the mirror and thought, yeah, I guess it's about time. And so I made the wife happy by shaving it off. Ah, you know you're getting tired when you get slaughtered by Gamora's L2. That's crazy. Ronan, yes. Simple answer, yes. Yeah. Yeah, he's yeah. Not something that I would want to do. Yeah, it turned out to be nice weather here. It was really overcast and windy this morning, so I thought we were gonna have thunderstorms, and just turned out to be just clouds. They blew out, cleared out of the sky this afternoon. So we had sun and nice warm weather throughout the afternoon, but it was still a bit windy. Had to get out and get the yard mowed. Alright, so what's Hyperion have up his sleeve here? I did not bring a power control champion. Well, I brought Rogue with her second special, but that's not going to work. That's not going to do the trick. If you manage to pull a 4-star Iceman from the monthly crystal, I'll be able to awaken him and rank 5 him. Well, I hope you do. Those monthly crystals are not don't have a very good drop rate, but yeah, if you awaken him, man, I would applaud you. All right, what do we got here? A third special attack, buff duration, 40% longer, 100% power gain. Yeah, of course. It's only got 30,000, so maybe the answer is just to go and do as much damage as possible, and we've got plenty of champs to cycle through here. Quick shot. Hey man, how are you? And I think the trick is also not to get hit by the special attacks. Bring it, man, bring it. See how long we can keep him stunned here. We might just be able to finish him off. There we go, and that's why I like Ronan. Yep, chain stun. I was worried I wasn't going to get that first one connected there, but just barely made it before that stun wore off. No problem. Oh, which one is this? This is 2.2. That's a pretty short map. Yeah, Ronan is underrated. What did you do to get a hater? Do I have a hater? Do I have a dislike on the stream? There was some troll in her earlier that just said, "You suck, shut up," something like that. I'm like, "Oh, hey, dude, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good night." And people think that the people who are good at this game never mess up, right? And that especially when you're doing it in front of an audience and talking and carrying on a conversation and other things, that you're never going to mess up. But just not true. Everybody messes up. Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of that. What is that? That's the yin to the yang kind of thing. If all you have is likes, then you must be doing something wrong. Or at least that's what I tell myself to help me sleep at night. What's up, Brian R.A.? Good to see you again. Hope that you're doing well tonight. Yeah, Pursuit, I don't, yeah, it really doesn't bother me. I had a guy in here a week or so ago that was doing the same thing. If that's what you got to do with your time, then more power to you. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, they sure do extra dip. It doesn't make sense to me, but maybe occasionally they can get somebody worked up by their comments, and that makes it worth it for them. But to me, it's just if that's what makes you feel good, then I feel sorry for you. I mean, I know that I know two things. Number one, I'm a pretty good player. I've been playing over a year and a half. You don't get to be my level. You don't get a legend title. You don't get to, you know, finish some of the upper content without being good at the game. So I know I'm good at the game. And the second thing I know is I'm not the best player at the game. I mess up. And so it doesn't bother me if I mess up in front of you guys. It is what it is. You move on to the next fight, and oh well. So if somebody's going to come on here and talk about, man, you suck, you can't play, blah blah blah, well, chances are that person doesn't know how to play the game in the first place. Yeah, Brian, a little slow there. I shaved. Surprise. Yep. This is my face reveal video here for Ristic. At least you can grow a beard. Not a very good one, Quick Shot. Not a very good one. It's pretty scraggly. That's why I decided to go ahead and do as my wife had requested. I'm jealous of the guys that can grow the big, long, ZZ Top type beards. I'd love to have a beard like that, but that's just not in my genes, I guess. A bad beard is more of a beard than you can grow. Yeah. Back in when I was my college days and then late 20s, I used to work with teenagers, and you'd have these guys that are 18, 19 years old and never shaved a day in their life. Just smooth face boys. And then I see them 5 years later with these big old lumberjack beards and everything. I'm like, that's just no fair. That's no fair. uh, yeah. See? Oh man, I suck. Just lost again. Girlfriend says if you don't shave, she won't shave her legs. You say, okay, deal. I tell her she's got to brush those legs out and wear them proudly out in public, like you will your beard. I feel that way about hair on my head, man. My sister called the other day. She says, "Hey, I found this company. They got this shampoo product, and one of them is like helps like regrow hair and stuff like that. Would you be?" And I'm like, "No. Why would I be interested in that? Why would I want to have to mess with brushing hair every day?" When the wife tells you to do something, you have to, unless you, yeah, you get a good whooping. Yeah, mom, what mama gets, mama, or what mama wants, mama gets eventually. One way or another, mama's gonna get her. So you bought her nylons. Excellent, excellent. I won't ask you how that turned out. Third attack, 100%, buff duration, enhanced bleed, special attacks, replicate, blah blah blah. Alright, go ahead, Ronan, take care of this guy too. Yeah, I'd love to have a big old handlebar mustache, but yeah, she would shoot me. She won't go for that. Easy peasy. Yeah, I did it one time. Did the little curl out, mustache on the side one time. And thought it was funny. Said, walk out in the living room, show her, and she's like, So you hang your head in shame and say, yes, dear. uh, Civil Warrior. Ah, he just broke through my block. We've got a few going. Actually, it looks like most people still going that were going a bit ago. It's crazy how many live streamers that there are for this game. Girlfriend asked you to grow a mustache like that. I told her, well, I think you're with the wrong man then. You could always go and buy one of those paste-on mustaches. Mustaches. To be honest, some people look good with a mustache, some don't. Yeah, that's true. Well, I think part of it is, I mean, you get used to seeing somebody without a mustache, so they look funny with a mustache. Or the other way around. Used to seeing them with a mustache and they shave it off and they look funny without it. Yeah, give it time, man. You'll have plenty of time to deal with a mustache. Remember when my oldest son was about, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 years old. I used to wear a mustache, just a mustache, all the time. And he's about 5 or 6 years old, and I shaved it off. I come out of the bathroom, and he sees me, and he goes, "Shave it back, Daddy." He was rather distraught that the mustache was gone. It was pretty funny. Key West butt tickler. Some things I just don't want any more information on. Alright, let's see how Quake does here against this Mordo. See, yeah, that's what happened last time. I saw it coming. Saw it coming. If girls like guys with mustaches, I'll be letting yours grow. Yeah. Well, I think it really depends on the girl, man. It depends on the girl. Some girls like it, and some girls despise mustaches. It's just going to depend on which girl you end up with and what she likes, and then you do what the boss tells you. This is relationship advice with Grand Kahonu. You're welcome. Okay, I won't tell you. It's in reference to a certain type of guy from Key West, Florida, then. Okay. Yeah, I like my Ronin. He's he's handy. I think we'll do well, we got one more map here, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream. I think it's about time for me to turn in for the night. What are the requirements to join in the alliance you're in? Well, we require a minimum prestige of 4,800 and 11 champions that are 4-star at 550 or 5-star at 345 or higher. That's a minimum to be considered, and then after that we have an interview process and stuff that we go through. So 100%, third special attack, enhanced armor up, special damage increase based on armor, suffer degeneration. Interesting. Don't often see degen on these nodes. Oh no, she already is. She's already... No need to worry there. Look at this. He's got like a disco ball going on. It's going to trigger a seizure. Oh, there it goes. Now it's off. That degen really isn't bad. What's annoying is the fact that his ability to reduce ability accuracy is a lot stronger than it used to be. There we go. Keep dreaming. Probably good at 4.7 million alliance. Came back to play after a year. Yeah, it's good because yeah, I had somebody was in the other night asking about the alliance and if they can join, and I think a lot of newer players, especially, are under the impression that they could just jump into these bigger alliances, and it would be unfair. It would be unfair to the alliance, but it would be unfair to you as a player to bring you into a higher alliance when you don't have the champions to compete there. It would be too costly for you. You wouldn't be able to keep up, and so it's really not anything bad towards the player who is not rated as highly. I think it would be a bad thing to bring somebody in that wasn't ready. And maybe I'm just talking nonsense at this point because I'm tired, or that may have made perfect sense. I don't know. Yeah, and those the 4-star crystals and your tier 4 catalyst, those will come quicker and quicker as you rank up, as you progress in the game. Use Quake. Even if you had 11 rank 5, still wouldn't be ready. Yeah, ideally it's, I mean, we say 11, but that's not quite accurate what I said, because you're going to have to get a 4,800 prestige. It's not just 11 at 550. I mean, you're going to have at least one 5-star at rank 4 to have that prestige. And against the opponents that we're facing in Alliance War and Alliance Quest, for some reason I was thinking he was stunned. Anyway, the 4-stars just seem to be cutting it less and less. Fights are getting more difficult, and 5-stars are make things so much easier. Yeah, I get it, Ristic. You gotta balance life and game. Came again with 50,000 in one 4-star at 440. Alan Wagner, yes, I did shave. Sorry, not laughing at you, but everybody points that out. Oh my goodness, he shaved. Yep, it's gone. It was time. And see, these fights here, you can really tell this challenger rating is in effect. I mean, because he is just chipping away at Daredevil here. It's like hardly doing any damage at all. Now you're at 110 with 8 4-stars. I think it's going well. 4-star crystal every week. Yeah, very good, sir. Yeah, that's all. This all it is. I mean, that's what this game is about. It's not about beating content. It's about long-term consistency and progression over time. It takes time to build up the roster, to rank up the champions. I mean, there are ways to speed that up, make that happen faster, but it usually involves you dropping a lot of cash on the game. My night's going pretty well. Just feeling a little tired right now, so I think I'm gonna be wrapping it up soon. I guess that means I'm getting old when you just kind of you hit a point in the night and just say, yeah, it's time to go to sleep. Ah, so did not mean to do that. Last event you completed at 100%. Congratulations, good job. Could rank a 4-star, rank 4 a 5-star, just don't have a 5-star worthy. Yeah, man, wait. If you don't have one, just wait. Especially if your alliance is not pressuring you to have a rank 4 5-star. Wait till you get a good one that you're going to be happy with. Yeah, I need to remember to jump into AQ before I leave too. Yeah, Master Mode's going to be difficult if you don't have a full roster of ranked at 4-stars, at least. They're going to get pretty challenging. Probably should have taken Ronan in on this one. Wow, my game is lagging really bad. Meant like a completed master mode at 100%, but did they... I don't know. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen the degen that was just on Civil Warrior. I haven't seen that elsewhere. And I don't know what Punisher's going to do yet here. But I think the difficulty is going to be in the particular champions that they have on it. So like the mutant quest that we had a few months back, that was really difficult because of Iceman. And then we had a few that were just very easy because they were just easy champions. So this one, I think it's just the champions. Increased buff duration. So Carnage is not a problem. He's pretty easy. At least he was on the previous map. So we'll see about Punisher. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even looked at the buffs there yet. So he may catch us by surprise. I think I can finish him. There we go. Good deal. All right, one more. We're at Punisher. Can't hear me. Well, it says the mic's working. The volume is up. Okay. Not sure what happened there for you then. Alright, let's check this out. 100% attack, 30% special attack, abilities, and outlast. Yeah, see, that's not even a terrible terrible node buffs there. I mean, the first Punisher was probably worse with the unblockable stuff. And since he's got that outlast, that means once he hits that 20%. Oh no, that's not Optimus. That's not a whole bunch of buffs up. That's reducing damage. I was going to say, if that was Optimist, then Ronan would just tear through him. But alright, well, let's start with the Star-Lord. Alright, man, Pursuit, thanks a lot. I'm getting ready to wrap this up, too. Have a great night. See, the problem is not knowing exactly their movements. See, in the heroic mode, you just beat him so fast I didn't even really pay attention to what his specials look like. He took a lot of damage right through that block, too, and then just evaded that last projectile a little bit too early. Voice is way ahead of the game. I see you're moving your lips without hearing your voice. Huh. So we've got a pretty significant lag in the game then. Apologize for that. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be. I don't think he's going to be a very difficult character to fight against. But right now, I have not figured out his move set, so I'm messing up quite a bit here. He's doing a lot of damage right through that block, and I don't think that I don't think those are evadable. They don't look evadable. And then I tried to counter immediately after and did not have the time to counter. I've seen more champions like that too, where there's just not a whole lot of time, not a whole lot of, not a very big window to counter after a special attack. But I think this is a fight that Magic would probably do pretty well on. Ah, really bad lag on the game right now. That was entirely lag right there. That's frustrating. Should not have died on that one. There. Goodness gracious, that was ridiculous. That was dumb. I don't think he looked like he's very difficult, particularly difficult to fight. Just messed up and the game was lagging, so yeah. Hopefully next time I will be able to take him out quite a bit faster than that. A lot easier than that. Top champs to bring back for Master Mode: All 440, Thor, Rogue, Black Widow, Jug, Captain America, World War II. Yeah, Thor I think would do probably pretty good against Punisher here. Well, I've not been getting it. I've not been getting that kind of lag in the game. It was right here in Master Mode both times. Um, but it's like you're fighting and it's like the I don't know. Well, you know what a lag looks like. I don't have to explain it to you. But that was pretty bad, and I've not got it anywhere else in the game. No, I don't want that. All right, so I'm going to open some crystals. Well, let's see if what we got here first. Tier 4 class fragments. Claim our free crystal. Happen in AW. Oh, I hope it doesn't happen in Alliance War. Got 10 of these. Let's see if we can get some tech ones. 3 techs. Not bad. That puts us at 5, I think. Only 35 to go to max out Star-Lord. I've got a couple 3 stars here today. Alright, what's the luck gonna look like tonight? Or the lack of luck, I should say, maybe. It's always got to land right next to a 4-star. Or not. $1:58 a.m. Yeah, it's 12:58 here. So you're an hour ahead of us. Actually going pretty long tonight. I started a little bit early, a few minutes early. 3-star Colossus, I'll take it. I was anticipating actually being done earlier than I usually am tonight, and I'm actually going later. And my head is telling me you should be sleeping. But I wanted to get done with that first run of Master Mode. So anyway, still no closer to that 5-star pull. Haven't got any 5-star crystal shards in the last few days at all. Not since Thursday anyway. Won't get many tomorrow since I didn't do a whole lot in Arena. But hopefully with a few wins, finishing up Master Mode, getting in Arena this first part of the week, by, if not this Thursday, then the following Thursday, we should have a 5-star by then. And once again, we will cross our fingers and hope that it is a Star-Lord. So, anyway, before I go to bed, I do need to hit Alliance Quest, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off from here. Thanks for keeping me company again tonight, guys. I appreciate it. You've made the grind a little bit more enjoyable and a little bit less grueling, and for that I do appreciate you. So have a good night. I will probably be streaming tomorrow night at my normal time between 10:30 and 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you can make it, I'd love to hang out with you. Until then, this is Grant Kahonu, smoking it down. We'll catch you later, guys. Thanks.